Hey everyone, Scott here to discuss the Lego Batman movie featuring the voices of Will Arnett, Zach Galifianakis, Michael Cera, Rosario Dawson, and Ray Fiennes, and directed by Chris McKay. Now, I remember this movie coming out and I wanted to see it, but I was working but I did see it eventually in theaters. And I ended up seeing it 3 times, and this will be my 4th and 5th viewing since I watched it twice for this show. And what did I think about it? Well, let's get into it. I love Batman saying the studio logo's all-important movies start in black, and something that Michael Jackson said, turns into what Batman said. And he said Batman is wise. I love Will Arnett's comedic Batman version, and it's just too sticking great. I also really like Zach Galifianakis' voice as the Joker because he sounds innocent. Especially when he's introduced, seeing all of Batman's villains, plus some that are made up. It was just hilarious in my mind. I also love when we're introduced to Batman in that opening fight between him and all the villains, and sings his Getting Nuts music of his theme song. It was just, again, hilarious. He's beating them up. The Joker calls himself Batman's greatest enemy, and Batman doesn't admit it, so the Joker's plot is to make Batman recognize that by turning himself into the new Commissioner Gordon. Well, not the new Commissioner Gordon, but to turn himself into the new Commissioner Gordon, voiced by Rosario Dawson, to go to the Phantom Zone, which sounds better than the Man Upstairs plot at the end of the Lego movie. I love when Batman gives the whole orphanage merchandise and says as he gives them out, "Kaboom!" I also love his password saying, "Iron Man sucks." I thought that was pretty funny. Batman watching and laughing at a clip from the movie Jerry Maguire was funny. I just love Batman's laugh. It was just hilarious. I love when Batman says, "No, no, no, no." It makes me laugh every time I watch this movie, and like I said, this is my 5th viewing and 4th and 5th, and it's still great. We're at Jim Gordon's retirement party, and we get introduced to Dick Grayson, voiced by Michael Cera, who I like his character, but I'm not the biggest Michael Cera fan. I failed to bring that up with Scott Pilgrim, because he always sounds the same. Alfred, voiced by Ray Fiennes, tells Batman to live with Dick as a family, or Robin as he's called in the movie, was actually good advice for Batman's butler as Dick becomes Robin from stealing the Phantom Zone projector from Superman was actually really funny. I love the Justice League party Superman has without Batman, and Batman just feels insulted, making me think Superman is a jerk in last week and then this week's movie. I really think Batman giving Joker what he wants and that's going into the Phantom Zone was a little weak, just so the Joker takes all the villains to destroy Gotham for good. I thought it was funny when the Joker takes over Gotham and Batman and Robin beatboxing. I was cracking up. I barely talked about the Lego-mation for a Lego movie. I really like this Lego-mation here. And thank goodness we didn't have a live action moment in this movie, which makes this better than the Lego movie briefly. Batman going into the Phantom Zone, it got a little weak, and I honestly wanted the movie to end at this point but we have to get to Batman saving the world. Batman not only gets Robin, Alfred, and Batgirl, but we get all the villains of the Batman new world, with Batman and team of heroes and villains against the Joker, Harley Quinn, and villains from other movies, for example, Voldemort from Harry Potter, and Sauron from The Lord of the Rings. And that fight felt very convenient and quick for me, in my mind. Batman saving the world from tearing the ground with the Joker, and Batman realizes he is his greatest enemy, the Joker I mean, is a good message to forgive and learn to hate one another as far as Batman and Joker goes. But yeah, it was a good message by the end of the movie. Now it's time for the rating. I'll give this movie a 8.2 out of 10. This was funny and non-live action throughout the movie, but at the end got a little bit weak to a point that I was waiting for the credits to roll. But otherwise, this is a good and funny film, and better than the Lego movie. So I'd like to thank you guys for joining me for the Lego Batman movie, and next week I'll be in theaters for the Lego Ninjago movie. And until next time, no, 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 no.